When you look at the Seder plate, one of the symbols on the Seder plate is the egg, the Beitzah. And the Beitzah is supposed to correspond to the Korban Haggadah. On the one hand, we have the Zroa, we have the shank bone, which corresponds to the Korban Pesach, the actual Paschal lamb. And then in the old days, in order to supplement the extra meat for every day it was there, they would also have the regular holiday Korbanot, the Korban Haggadah, the holiday meat. And the egg today corresponds to that. Also, we have a custom, most of us, when we get to Shulchan Orech, the custom is that after we go through all the mitzvah foods, the matzah, the maror, we did the korech, then we'll start with an egg. It's not chayab, but the custom is to eat an egg at that point. I saw some people, Ravaja brings down his halakha book, you can eat that. There's some of the custom to eat a little bit earlier, at the very beginning, after the karpas, if you have little kids that are going to be very hungry. But the general custom is that we start off the actual Shulchan Orech after the mitzvahs with an egg. So now, why do we eat an egg? So there's beautiful interpretations for how the Korban Chagigah becomes an egg. But I read one that's a little more original. I hadn't seen it before. It's in Sefer Haggadah Atid, quoting Sefer Hazmanim, where he writes, normally, when you have a birth, he says, there's a single complete birth. You know, when human beings give birth to a baby, Baruch Hashem, the baby comes out, it's born, and that's a complete birth. But he says, there's a one difference though. The exception is eggs. Eggs, when a mother lays an egg, it's not the end of the birth process. There's going to be a second birth taking place when the egg cracks and the bird comes out, the little baby bird, the chick comes out. So we have over here a double birth when it comes to egg. So he says when it comes to to leaving Egypt, there was a double birth. The first double birth was actually when we left Egypt itself. The first level was becoming free, but the second level is when we actually make it to Har Sinai, get the Torah, and then we have ourselves like a much bigger Geulah. So it's like a kind of double birth for the Jewish people. But another idea is that we're going to have a double Geulah. You know, we went free when we left Egypt, but that wasn't the Geulah Shlema. You know, we're back in Galut right now, but Hashem will come out of it very soon with Mashiach Tzidkenu. So what's the egg symbolizing? That we had the original Geulah tonight on Lil Pesach. We have ourselves where we're commemorating our first Geulah, our first redemption, but we have an egg on the Seder plate to remind ourselves that we're not done yet. There's going to be another Geulah. There's going to be the egg is going to hatch. That's going to be with Mashiach Tzidkenu, Bin Hera, B'Yameinu, Chag Sameach.